They say betrayal cuts the deepest when it comes from someone you trust. I used to believe that was just a cliché, a poetic exaggeration. Then I watched Olivia, my business partner, my best friend of 12 years, sign my name onto a contract that everything I built. Not even a glance in my direction. No hesitation in her hand. Just a signature mine forged in a smile. As she slid the papers across the desk to finalize the deal, my stomach twisted as realization hit. She had planned this. The long nights, the whispered meetings, the sudden coldness in our interactions. It had all led to this moment. And like a fool, I had ignored the signs. She thought I would stay silent. She was wrong. I walked out of that boardroom in a haze, my world collapsing in slow motion. The company we had built together, my vision, my blood and sweat, was now legally hers. A merger deal had been in the works for months, one that would have made us both rich beyond measure. But instead of splitting the empire, Olivia had rewritten the script. She cashed out early, walked away with a golden parachute, and left me with nothing but worthless stocks and a legal battle I couldn't afford. A hollow laugh escaped my lips as I stepped into the cold evening air. My hand shook, not with fear, not with sadness. Those emotions had already burned through me in the past few hours. All that remained now was clarity. I wasn't going to wallow in self-pity. I was going to ruin her. Olivia always thought she was the smartest person in the room. That was her fatal flaw, believing she had outmaneuvered everyone, that I would be too broken, too weak to retaliate. But I knew her better than she knew herself. I spent the next few weeks in silence. No threats, no desperate pleas, nothing that would tip her off. Instead, I watched. I gathered every scrap of information I could. Her habits, her weaknesses, the skeletons in her closet. Olivia was meticulous, but no one is untouchable. The first crack in her armor. Greed. She had taken a lump sum payout from the deal. But I knew she was overleveraged. The mansion, the luxury cars, the high-profile lifestyle all came with a cost. And that cost was death. With the help of an old college friend Leo, a forensic accountant with a taste for payback, I traced her finances. She had funneled millions into a offshore account, a highly illegal move designed to avoid taxes and potential audits. All I had to do was plant the right information in the right hands. Step 1: Social destruction. Olivia thrived on her public image. She was a rising star in the corporate world, a self-made powerhouse, so she liked people to believe. I fed the media a different story. A few anonymous leaks to financial journalists about misappropriated funds. A carefully placed rumor in industry circles that she had used insider information for the merger deal. Nothing concrete, just whispers. Enough to cast doubt, to make people hesitant about associating with her. And in business, hesitation is fatal. By the time she caught wind of it, she was already losing ground. Investors pulled back. Her new board of directors called for an internal review. And then the government stepped in. Step 2: Financial collapse. Leo was brilliant at what he did. Using the breadcrumbs we found, he orchestrated an anonymous tip to tax authorities about Olivia's offshore accounts. It didn't take long for them to open an investigation. Frozen assets. Fines. Legal fees. The same money she stole to secure her future was now a ticking time bomb set to explode in her face. Her pristine empire crumbling. Her safety net gone. And she had no idea who was pulling the strings. Step 3: Personal ruin. Olivia had always been strategic about relationships, keeping powerful allies close and discarding anyone she deemed unworthy. But now those allies were backing away. Clients cancelled contracts. Friends stopped returning calls. The people who once praised her now acted like they had never met her. I watched from the sidelines as she unraveled. Her confidence cracked. The bold, untouchable woman I once knew was now desperate, scrambling to keep up appearances. She moved out of her mansion, sold her cars, liquidated what assets she could. But it wasn't enough. The Olivia that once owned the boardroom was now just another cautionary tale. The final blow came in the form of a single phone call. She called me. I let the silence stretch when I answered, savoring the sound of her uncertainty. "You did this." Her voice was tight controlled, but I could hear the fear beneath it. I leaned back in my chair, staring at the city skyline from my new penthouse with the payout from a new company I had quietly built in the shadows. "You did this to yourself, Olivia," I said calmly. She exhales sharply, her composure slipping. "It doesn't have to be like this. We can fix it." I chuckled, the sound cold and detached. "Fix it, like you fixed me." Silence. Then, almost a whisper, "I'm sorry." I let that hang between us for a moment, weighing the words. Did she mean it? Maybe. Maybe not. It didn't matter. "I'm sure you are." Then I ended the call. I could have gone further. I could have watched her get dragged into court, let her taste the full weight of the consequences. But I didn't need to. She was already destroyed. Her name was tainted. Her career was over. Her wealth was gone. And more than anything, she knew I was the one who did it. She had underestimated me. Thought I would break, would disappear into obscurity while she thrived off my hard work. But I wasn't built that way. She took everything from me. So I took everything from her, and I never looked back. What do you think? Was the revenge justified? Drop your thoughts in the comments.